tennis.
In the backyard, huh?
No, I don't think so.
It isn't?
This might have been, could this have been Japan?
Oh, this was in Japan.
Yeah. So this is what,
That's why it looked familiar.
64?
64.
In Japan?
So
That was in,
Yes.
the second city they got bombed,
Nagasaki.
Nagasaki. There were azaleas, huge bushes in this park. And I remember taking that picture.
She's 50.
I was with her.
She's 54 here.
Oh. Look at that.
This is Frank with his dog Heidi.
Heidi's
And
smoky
his cigar.
Cigar in his mouth.
He always had the cigar.
He was a cigar smoker.
The dog?
No, she wasn't, he
She
was.
was. They're sharing it.
Don.
There's his 90th.
And Patty.
His wife Patty and a guy.
Billy.
Tomoko
Tomoko.
Sato.
Raj.
I've never met
That was
Raj's
Marion,
wife.
my wife. And that's
Doug.
Doug.
He's had so many wives.
Patty. Diana. Carol. Chris.
Boom, boom.
Clyde. Barbara. Robert. Trotado. Richard. And Lance. That's a cute picture.
Just her, isn't it?
Oh, that was in the newspaper. That's the one when he got his citizenship, and there's a nice write-up about him.
You struggled with this?
No, this
El
was
Monte.
in El Monte.
Oh, yeah. 90. Oh, goodness sakes, 90.
And
So,
at that
Oh, for goodness
time,
sakes.
we were all Republicans, and he was the only Democrat.
That might be because they did become American citizen, maybe because he was.
1904 he went to San Francisco. He still was quite active at that age. I remember just a few years before this, he was 90, he used to, and he lived at this time with Dave and Toshi in El Monte. He would show up in San Pedro, having ridden the bus, and come walking up Hannah's walk.
One
Doug,
time
you
walked
remember
over
that?
your place from our place.
Yeah.
And we were going up and down these hills.
Yeah, he was going that far, and he'd get on the red car and ride out to Riverside, visit his old friend.
I think I'm mad at us for doing it too.
This is with the children, most of them.
90 or 92?
That was, well, yeah, that was.
Yeah, 90.
That was the same, I think. The other was with the
Should have put
grandchildren.
that part in, it was ending on law.
Yeah, it was the English section, huh?
Uh-huh.
He was missing Frankie.
90th birthday.
No, 90th. Oh, look at that.
Am I supposed to speak?
Who's that? Is it that?
That's me, that's Don. That's the Patty, the guy.
May's son.
It's at our wedding, and that's, reason what? Oh, Grandpa's in the picture, that's why.
That's John's dad.
And Uncle John is born
Trindle's in the background.
62, January 27th. I think.
How soon you forget.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think.
Yeah, this picture of Tom and Dave there. You know, one of the things I remember about the two brothers here is that when Tom went into business, it seems like Dave lent him the money to get the license. And it's one of the things Tom never forgot, and he always helped us out, you know, in different ways just because of that. And that says a lot for, you know, both of the men, I'd say.
Oh. That's a nice picture.
I don't know what year this was, but that's my dad's fish market in San Pedro.
Which was
American Fisheries Inc.
wholesale fishery on the dock in San Pedro.
Foot of 22nd Street. With this pipe.
Bought and sold fish.
Oh, what a biggie.
Where is it?
That's the only one
there
left.
it is.
Was that a big bear?
Big bear.
You didn't see that?
You didn't see the fish.
Where is it?
That's Scott, isn't it?
Yeah,
Scott.
Roger and Joyce and
And
Scotty. Scotty was pretty small. I think he was born in 66. so
66.
Somewhere around there, 67 maybe.
3 years old, 2 or 3.
2 or 3, I think.
Yeah.
3
years old.
That's Trumbull family. John and Janine and Dorothy and Leslie.
And this was at my mom's
And
house.
that was.
Somebody's birthday. I think it was my dad's birthday.
You know, it's in San Pedro house. Probably somebody's birthday. Oh,
Is it, the three generations, Ted, Grandpa and Ted, and the guy, grandfather and Don.
Who's that man second
and
one?
Tad.
That's
Ted,
it.
that, yeah, and Mike, and then, and that's, the Nagai side. There's Don, there's two grandfathers. Yeah.
Tad's father.
And Ted. And there's Donald.
Great grandson Don.
Yeah, there's,
With Grandpa at the rest home in Belmont.
1963.
1963.
He was about 3 months old.
How many children
Yes.
does Dad has?
Here's a picture of the family. And this is in El Monte. And also a picture of Grandma Shoji there. Grandma Shoji stayed with us for quite a few years, as did Grandpa Ito. You know, that was really kind of fun because Grandma and Grandpa never got along. So we used to joke about it and say, well, those two should have gotten married. It looks like Doug's house. That's not your house?
Picture.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, you're right.
It was one of my dad's birthdays.
It could be, huh? How did my mom get there? Anyway, she's there.
Oh, there's the
Bill Eaton
Eagles
family.
again. Billy Ito, there's Steve on top, and Lillian and Barbara. Who was that at?
Oh, that's not even.
Can't remember. Don't
Must have
bring-
been at home.
Not our house.
No?
Got your lamp?
Hey, you're a kid
You're
there.
at dinner.
Here's the Sato family. In the back is Ruthie and Hank and Tomoko and Bill and Bill Senior or Tots, May,
Must be Kirk, huh?
must be
And
Kurt,
Brian.
and
Where's that?
Debbie?
No, that's not Ruthie's.
And there's another little face down here. Oh,
Memorial.
No, this was his funeral.
Funeral.
This is
Grandpa's.
Chotaro's
Oh, Dave.
funeral in 1964. No, that's not the stone.
Somebody else.
Yeah, we just, it's Tomie, Nagai, Jim, Hannah Inoue, Dave, Misato, Bill, and Dorothy Sherman, and Tom. Evergreen Cemetery in Los Angeles. This is his casket. Did it have the, red flowers?
the funeral for Grandpa Chota.
This is Hannah and Dorothy working at their catering business. I think this is the only picture
Really?
that we have taken. This happened to be the Assistants League clubhouse in San Pedro. We were preparing probably for some Rotary function. We used to do quite a bit of work for Rotary Club and the members.
Christmas. Barbara and Steve.
First grade they go.
How old was he there?
12.
12, 13, huh? Still has chubby cheeks.
Well, we wasn't always bad.
Sako Imura, Fred's
Fred's
granddaughter,
granddaughter?
Sako Imura.
Oh.
Another one of those Tommy Joe Christmas pictures. The dogs, Tootsie and Fluffy are my favorites.
And the bouffant here, the
Not so chubby anymore though.
look good.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
That's when she came from Japan.
Yeah, she came to visit
Who's that?
me.
Who is this?
Our oldest sister, half-sister, my mother's first child.
Hatsuko.
She was born here and sent back to Japan. And this
That's
was
an
her
Uncle Tom.
first time she came back
Yeah.
That's me.
to visit.
I mean, that's a Uncle Tom.
Yeah, her birth certificate burned up in the
Hatsuko.
earthquake.
At Tom's place.
Her birth certificate burned up in the earthquake.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I didn't know that. Yeah, she was born in San Francisco, what, the year of the earthquake?
Right after,
Right.
just before.
Just before? And this was a dinner at May's house,
Yeah.
while Hatsuko
Farewell.
and Sagami Toita visited from Japan in 1965. That's my mother's first daughter.
May, Tom, Jim, David, Tomie,
Dorothy.
Dorothy Tomie, Bill, and Jim, Hannah, and Sagami.
Whose Japanese outfit did you wear? Is that yours?
No, I don't know where I got that.
It was at Tom's place, so he probably,
Had it.
Oh.
See that picture? Everybody laughs at me. Is everybody smiling at the camera and I'm looking at the turkey?
You're hungry, huh?
Didn't we, after when Dad died and the little money we left over, we decided that we'd spend that money to bring Vanessa over. And so that's where all of his money went, was to bring her over.
There was about 3,000 left over after paying all the expenses.
So it cost that much to bring them, both of them over.
Right.
It was such a nice way of spending it.
Yeah. I
It was
thought
rough
so.
on that.
Well, we did take some
It was hard on
to
them.
Japan with us.
Yeah.
Moving to
And
different
we bought
homes.
refrigerators for Hotsko and,
Her daughter.
They call that a bumblebee or something like that?
Mary's hairdo.
Painting on her hairdo.
Mary's hairdo.
that's Rufus. It's Tom,
Yeah.
Toshi,
Yeah, it is.
Toshi,
Toshi, Jim,
Jim, David,
Tess,
Yeah.
Jane, Annie, and Frank.
Frank.
Who's in the background?
And that's in
Is that
the,
Doug in the background?
could be. That's in the St.
Like a
Peter.
buzz.
Then you see how Mary has beehive?
Yeah. Oh, that was in Doug's, Hannah's,
House.
St. Peter house, looking out the front door.
Yeah.
You're right.
What year is that?
I don't
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
There's
know. Here's the
Doug.
warrior. This is in
Yeah.
65, Vung Tau, Vietnam.
Where?
Vung Tau, Vietnam.
How long
Yeah.
ago?
1 year.
He was one of those that was over there. Rode the helicopters, heard their helicopters.
I'm 16.
There's Nancy.
There's some,
He used to write to me. I used to write to him.
this was during Hotsko and Sagami's trip
Stay.
here to the United States. And whose house was this? Probably your house. Or was it May's?
No, they went to everyone's homes.
That's Philip and Barbara and Roger and Joyce.
What year is this?
I don't know.
70s?
doesn't
Somewhere
look like Philip.
60s to 70s, somewhere around there.
There's that
I gotta say, this
Was
family's
this-
always eating.
Only the turkey is still there. So it's like,
This wasn't the same.
Same day as the Thanksgiving celebration.
I must have been in the kitchen eating the turkey.
Sweet,
This must be Easter at my late sister's house. Dorothy on the left, and my mother Margaret, Joan, and my dad Frank, myself, and my oldest daughter Mary Ann, and my youngest Rosemarie, and Dorothy's daughter Kathy that was here.
Is there a name?
It says Scott.
Oh,
Scott.
Scott.
Rogers?
Roger's son.
Oh, that's Dorothy Shindo's oldest son, Michael.
Inside the rock. Frank's, Frank's house.
In 1968, it says, oh, that was Janine's wedding, and Diana was a flower girl. And at that time, she had real short hair, so I put a hairpiece on her. That's why it looks like she has long hair there. And that's a picture of our family.
That was at the Portugal restaurant in San Pedro. The reception.
Santo
Mrs. David
family.
Diamante.
That's Billy's family.
Santo family.
Sockets, yeah.
Those are Ruthie's kids and Ryan.
These are my late sister Joan's children. This is the wedding I'm going to end of the month. This is David. And her oldest son, Steve. Does anybody have any eligible daughters for my nephews? They're still bachelors. They must be close to 40.
I'm not anywhere close to 40.
And her middle son, Kenny. My sister brought a lot of pictures, didn't she? There's Mother Margaret on the right, and Dorothy, and Frank, Joan, and myself. Must be Easter. We all used to take turns, each having a holiday.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead, you talk about that one.
Mother.
Gosh, that was at Knott's Berry Farm, way back in when?
Oh gosh, look at this.
It's in the late 60s.
Yeah,
69, I'll bet you.
with Patty and Carol and Jim Sano, Dawn and Ted, and Donald and Lisa and Debbie.
There.
And the hairdo. And the hairdo.
This is Edwin Masao, Masako, Edwin and Masako, Mary, Michiko, and Tomosaki. I bet it's his twin son. Hirofumi and Tomoaki.
Mary is,
Masao is Fred's.
Fritz, right? Masal.
second son.
Masal.
Which one?
The youngest.
Mary, that's his mother?
Yes. She passed away a year ago, January. She was 90 years old.
Is she nice?
It's gonna be next month.
She was
Is
here.
that your mother's sister?
My mother's sister, her oldest. There were 3 girls also.
She was here.
My mother was
Yes.
the middle, and the youngest sister, Rose, she died during the war. She had pneumonia, and of course, all medicine went to the military.
Mary Ann was born.
She came to Lance's wedding.
That's right, because we were there.
He was here for the funeral, right?
Yes.
Masal.
No, that's Shingle family. John and Dorothy and Wes and Janine. How old are they? I think he was about 10. She's 4.5 years.
Tommy and Carol and Patty, and the back is
Who's
Jim
the
Sano
man
and
behind
Don.
you?
Jim Sano behind, isn't it?
Yes.
Behind me, Dawn. Some occasion, got one or something.
It must be for a wedding.
There was a wedding in San Pedro.
Steve was in the army.
About
70s,
71. After basic training, he went to Texas. And they asked him, do you want to be a computer operator or do you want to drive a tank? So he says, there's no choice. He's driving a tank in Texas. So he went to do it. And then he ended up, that's what he's doing more than life. Good.
On computer? That's when your mother was in the hospital, Patty. There's Chrissy and
Chrissy, how
Chrissy.
about that hairdo, Chrissy?
That's Chrissy. That's Chrissy, and the next one is Debbie.
We all had big hair at one time, yeah.
Chrissy.
That's Chrissy.
Debbie. Diana. Barbara.
And Patty.
Mary.
So what year was this?
Don't know.
About 74,
You guys have a lot.
early
She
70s.
was in the hospital.
Oh, that was my wedding, is Chris, and there's my husband Eric.
Kodama.
70.
It was taken at Echo Park with the lotus blossoms in the background.
Chris and Eric Kodama. Oh, this picture, you remember, was taken at a restaurant where we met with Judge Krebs, Kaz Krebs.
Chuck Sweden.
And we had, right, wait, you're right, out on Pico. He had kept in contact with us through the years. He was the son of Dorothy Krebs from Illinois. He sat on the circuit court, Court of Appeals and Supreme Court of Illinois.
That's Frank and Margaret, and the three of us girls, Dorothy, Marilyn, and Joe. I don't know what year Christmas this is. Young. Years ago.
1971, Barbara and Steve. Yeah. See, Steve wasn't so fat then.
Who's done?
Oh, too,
Yeah. Oh, Junior, he's not school though. Had to put him to sleep. He was only 7 years old.
Here's the James Ito family, Jim, Toshi, Chris, and Eric Kodama. I thought it was going to be last.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of Barbara, Philip,
Bill?
It's Billy, Carmen, and Barbara.
No. Huh? I can't ask.
Grandpa and grandson, Scott.
Scotty with Grandpa Tom, and it says 1973.
Oh.
Check these hairdos out. Philip, Barbara, Joyce, Roger, and Barbara.
You don't realize how the hair